name is Merle Rutledge for Virginia State Senate District 18. I'm very excited to introduce legislation after I'm elected your next Virginia State Senator that is going to revolutionize my district as well as the rest of the Commonwealth of Virginia. May become the business model in other areas that needs some kind of relief from all this inflation, Biden policies, all this chaos between Democrats and Republicans. I'm focused on the American people. So what I want to introduce is the Family Business Act, where we have businesses grow from your doorstep. That's going to change how the neighborhood and the community looks at how life is around them. When kids go out to play, they start seeing businesses, whether somebody opened up a restaurant at their house or a call center across the street, or even doing tailoring or any kind of business that you love and you want to be successful with. We want to make sure that the generational wealth comes right from the household with the many talents and blessings that, of course, behind those doors exist, and opening up minds to say that you can do this. And now you have a Commonwealth of Virginia that in its entirety is supporting and backing family-owned businesses right there from your own neighborhood, from your own community, and from your own block. This is going to be outstanding for my district, as well as other places that need an increase in businesses, especially with the record levels of layoffs that's happening across the country, banks collapsing, so much chaos, the Ohio derailment, and people have lost hope in the American dream. So I want to bring that back. This is going to be a teamwork effort, people, between businesses, with their government, as well as people just lighting that fire, getting that fire back in the belly to say that they're going to try to do this one more time. See, it costs so much nowadays to run a business. You got to get the office space, you got to get the permits, you got to do the construction, you got to get the inventory, you got the taxes, you got all the stuff. What I want to do for the first year of startup businesses from home, this includes anybody, we cut the red tape. We say no building permit fees and all this other stuff. You model your business the way that you want to. You want your house to look state of the art or whatever have you. You are investing in yourself more than you are investing in portfolio projects that these politicians have. And we start making sure that these businesses start off on a good foot. And that's what takes, making sure that business and the community work together. They shop locally, they manufacture locally, and they produce locally. So the cost in their locality is down. There may be increasing costs as you expand outward, but we start seeing more and more of this, crime is going to be down. People are going to be happier because they're making their home extra special, making it a vacation away, or just what you need as release. Some of the best cooks is not in the restaurants, they right there next door. And this way it brings in extra income to the household that's independent of the government and dependent on family love and bonds and those who love to work and do what they love to do. Because there's a whole lot of angriness and frustration and stress that comes with the jobs of today. People don't feel like they're doing their gift, what God has blessed them to be able to do. And people need to see this. When kids go out to play in the worst of the worst neighborhoods, they see new businesses, they start getting inspired and start saying that they can do that too. They don't need the games. They don't need the drug dealing. They don't need the pictures of what they just see on TV. They need the source right there at their neighbor's house, at their friend's house. People will start talking more, coming together more. You'll know your neighbors more because they shop with you. It's just like why people go to a bar. They sometimes don't go just to drink. They go to socialize. Why people go to church, they go to worship. We have to bring people back together. Not making people feel like they're not a part of something when they can. And they can feel like they are actually building on their wealth, on their peace and their calm, compared to digging their own graves every single day because they don't know what tomorrow's going to be like. But we can change how tomorrow's going to be like. We need to relax the ocean, all this other stuff. And we need to give these businesses opportunity to run the way that they need to run. They can buy their own insurance. They can have their rules where they serve the public, and they can decide on any reason. That's why Virginia is great. Whether somebody wants to be rude coming in, you can teach that person that rudeness doesn't get you any privilege. We need to get back to it. People who are barbers, they could cut hair at their own homes. They're tired of having to get this zoning board or whatever to say okay, and whether they like them that day or not, whether they are going to be able to even build a deck out there. Government needs to back away. The Family Business Act says the family needs to take over because your family has your best interest more than government. And Merle Rutledge treats my district like his family. I'm going to talk to Democrats, I'm going to talk to Republicans, but this is something that can be done. And it can be done so efficiently that it becomes the model all across this country for areas that need steroids or a catalyst or whatever in business. And this also helps those to come back into the business world, because as they get more profits, more revenue, as they expand their client base, then they can take the responsible role of getting an office or getting bigger space based off a budget that doesn't put all the weight on their backs. They will use their own money to expand. And this is that free market that I'm looking for. You don't need all that red tape and all this other stuff. Look at what it would do to a community. And when people are building up, they like to build it up and make it look nicer. They like to do more for the kids in the community to keep them in positive activities because they can afford to. We can fight inflation. We can fight this controversy that's going on. We can build bridges. We can build businesses. We can make the family bond stronger. We just got to make sure we do our part. And that's exactly what I'm doing for District 18. I'm not putting this burden all on me. I want the community to be on board. We don't need to take on everybody's burden. We can go ahead and take on our gifts to make sure we relieve those burdens and show others how to do it too. And that's how I want my district to operate. I want my district running on all cylinders, where crime is reduced, people can go outside and play, and when they look at the world, it looks so much brighter than the sadness of today. If you elect me to be your next Virginia State Senator, I'm going to pick up the pieces that have fallen out or fallen off and put it back together with love and not hate. With people coming first, not money, because we can all see we can obtain long as we have somebody who's willing to fight for it and willing to make sure they go the extra mile. And people will go the extra mile when they know they're building something that represents themselves. Because we all want to feel important. This way, we all can feel important knowing that we are on board where these politicians have fell off of it. So God bless you and God bless America, and I can't wait for a new Virginia State Senate District 18 to grow and prosper, not kill and destroy. but maintain and have solvency that doesn't put the burden on the taxpayers, but puts the relief on everybody, to include this government, from the bad decisions of yesterday, because we're going to be more than great. We're going to be excellent today. God bless you, and God bless America.